Hey, this is Dr. Nashlie Sephus, and I'm a principal AI scientist at Amazon Web Services. I specialize in responsible AI, and today we're going to talk to Alicia, Mia, as well as Valeriia, who work on the responsible AI team about the work that they've done, and we're going to show you how you can get more involved as well. There are different dimensions of responsible AI, and so there's the data, there's the end results, the guardrails, but you're focusing directly on the model. I know you've done a lot of great work, but I know there's one paper in particular that really caught my interest, and it's called Talking Nonsense. Can you tell us a little about that paper?
I'm interested in taking this huge foundational model, but then exploring, okay, what kind of vulnerabilities does it have? How can we make it actually safe and secure? The paper is about finding that when you prompt the model with some text that doesn't make any sense to humans, it looks like completely gibberish text, the model can actually output something meaningful to you. You can basically manipulate the model and responding with whatever you want, even something that the model is not supposed to tell you. Like, for example, maybe some harmful text, or for example, maybe like giving you a refund from the chatbot side. That would be really bad for the company deploying that chatbot.
You're saying that we can use just totally say I just type something that doesn't make any sense, doesn't even spell a word, and I can use that in an adversarial way to intentionally attack the model to get me what I want under the radar without anybody noticing. And that definitely is a problem, right?
It's not like you can type whatever you want. You need to use some kind of optimization to actually find that prompt that would manipulate the model and respondent. In the paper, we ask questions about why does it happen, what exactly happens inside the models, and try to explore the problem from that perspective.
Wow, this is so fascinating to me because it touches on some of the responsible AI dimensions like privacy and security, also controllability, where you're trying to understand and make sure you have tests in place for your models that don't just use the model in a way you anticipate users using it, but use it in a way that you probably wouldn't anticipate them using it to, kind of hack the system. I think that is really important, what you're doing. And so with some of the results that you saw, what do you conclude?
What we can conclude is that just like with any other machine learning models, those language models, they're sensitive to various adversarial inputs. But the good news is that about those gibberish prompts, there are methods to check that the input is gibberish, and you can filter them out. The interesting part is that actually the model knows that this is gibberish adversarial prompt. We can see that from the model representations, and maybe we can use that to kind of defend against those adversarial inputs.
You're focusing directly on the model and how you can manipulate the model and understand how the model works and understand where it has vulnerabilities.
Yes, that's very interesting to me to first kind of identify those vulnerabilities, but then try to understand, okay, where do they come from? What's really going on inside the model? Why does that happen? And what can we do about that?